Today is the extraordinary beginning of a new era. My name is Jared, and interestingly, when I say that today is a new beginning, it's interesting that I say that. Because apparently, thanks to the fact that Google Chrome is now actually starting to translate pages in languages I already understand, and it's become quite frustrating. When I filmed a little bit in Google Chrome, they apparently had a little translating pinwheel, which I did not like, and so here I am in the world of Internet Explorer and in the world of Gujarati. And very interestingly, the pilot episode that I did last time, unbeknownst to me until actually an hour ago, had some issues with being uploaded and apparently was out of sync near the very end. I believe that this might actually have something to do with maybe something about the hard drive, or maybe something about the fact that certain file types are not particularly beloved by YouTube. But one thing that I love more than file types is learning. So, we shall learn, and ever so enthusiastically. Okay, I want to start putting sentences together. How do I do that? Okay, so plurals to indicate respect. Okay, let's do the verbs in Gujarati bit. Okay, we'll do verbs and then we'll do the pronouns and article ones. Okay, verbs in Gujarati. Okay, friends, let us move a step ahead towards sentence formation today. We will talk about verbs. Okay. In English, some verbs are to go, to come, to speak, to sit, to eat. In Gujarati, some verbs are avavum, javum, balavum, besavum, gavum. Okay, I don't know this little fun thing right here. Highlight, thank you. This, I don't know whether that's actually pronounced like a ch or whether it's more like a k. If you know, please let me know. Also, it occurs to me that in New York City, apparently I can get tons and tons of Indian movies out from the library. Apparently, I'm afraid concerning DVD players in my life, they are lacking. But in any case, fun story exactly as to why I watch virtually no TV. I lived in Maryland for a good portion of my childhood, and apparently I did really watch, for example, Sesame Street, Shining Time Station, which was Thomas the Tank Engine variety of thing. And that was obviously when I was a kid, but when I was 8, 9, I actually moved to Connecticut, and very interestingly, cable was not on the agenda there. My parents were obviously not really willing to pay for it or something like that, but so despite the fact that obviously during my first few months there I was significantly disappointed, despite the fact that I was actually in school, I've actually been significantly grateful for that over the long run. Because I think that knowing a little bit of pop culture is good, but really being significantly engrossed in it, especially if it's a culture that's, has media that's significantly made out of people who perpetuate income inequality and apparently are not very good role models. Obviously, I do know that a significant amount of celebrities with very good qualities exist, but above all, I am actually think that American popular culture is not a very positive force on my life. This is why I go explore other places. And meanwhile, back in India, when using a verb in English, we strip to out of it. So to come is used in the sentence I come. I get it. This is like my 40th language, you know. Same way in Gujarati, ending vung is stripped in sentence. Like in English, just saying the verb to somebody is to do that action. When you say to come, you're asking somebody to something. Same way in Gujarati, you say ow is asking somebody to come. Ow. Okay. So by knowing the verbs, you can easily request somebody. We will see such sentences in details. Take this list of a few frequently used verbs in Gujarati. To come, avavum, to go, javum, to speak, bolavum, to sit, besavum, gavum is to eat, to sing, gavum, to listen, sambalavum, to beat, maravum, to drink, pivum. Yeah, I note significant connection between Slavic languages there. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, to smile, hasavum, to write, lakavum, to do, karavum, to get up, utavum, to sleep, umchavum, to run, dodavum, to stop, atakavavum, to open, kolavum, to close, band karavum, to see, Jovum. So very interesting. Garavum means to do. And I think very much like we've seen in Fiji Hindi and also what I've seen personally in Tajik is that you actually can use garavum meaning to do plus another noun or possibly other parts of speech in order to actually create a compound noun. And very interesting in a language like Yiddish, we actually do this with some other verbs as well, primarily sein, meaning to be. And so to accept, or to accept somebody's presence would be mekabel ponim sein, which mekabel ponim is a Hebrew expression meaning to accept the face, and this means to welcome in somebody. And so very interestingly, Gujarati uses a very, very similar structure like that, and I think it would be fairly common among the Indo-Iranian languages that such things are done. Okay. That's the video. Obviously, there are some other people that have filmed themselves doing this, native speakers and all of that, but I tell stories, and so some people want my stories instead. Okay, pronouns and articles. Doo-doo. Come on. Okay. Let us learn pronouns today. Below, chart has the list. As I would always say, go through the list once, but do not get daunted by the details. When we start preparing sentence, come back to chart and get the required pronoun. Yeah, very interesting. I like Indian English. Using them frequently will make you familiar, and afterwards you will not need to come back to this chart. It's actually very funny because in the Reis Know-how, this German language series of books, of small language learning books, they actually have an English phrase book for India. Very interestingly, and so very much like they have other specialized ones for America, Britain, Australia, Ireland, they also have one for India as well. Also I'm going to say it, Lonely Planet phrasebook also includes a significant amount of Indian jargon in English. That's actually significantly useful. I think right after this, I'm probably going to give myself a look. Okay, home, we learned that last time, means I, we, ame, is we. We, listener, with only one E included, apane. You, singular, tum. You, plural, tame. He, she, it, when person or thing is near, or this, or these, of any gender, a. He, she, it, when person or thing is far, that or those, be or te. But te is more polite than Okay, they, for a person, teo. And then they for a non-living thing would be So hum, ame, apane, tum, tame, a, te, teo, I'm a little bit worried that my accent is sounding a little bit much like a Guarani. Oh yeah, that other language I haven't touched in a long time. I'm probably going to have to get back to it shortly. Feeling a little bit sorry for it. But very interestingly, I think a lot of people who are not language geeks, which is a phrase that I wholeheartedly embrace in the most positive way, actually probably somehow think that Guarani is actually a language spoken in India when that's Gujarati, that they're thinking of. Difference between ame and apane. Ame is used when a listener is not included in a referred group. If a boy went to a party with his family and will tell his friend, we went to the party. Ame partimam gaya hata. So we went to the party. Okay, same boy will tell his family member, we went to a party. So apane partimam gaya hata. Okay, here the listener, that is to say the family member, is included in we. As you can see, third person pronouns are the same for all genders and multiplicity. Consider these examples and observe pronouns. This or he is my son. Amaro dikaro che. This or she is my daughter. Amari dikari che. This or it is my book. Amarum pustak che. That or he is my son. E maro dikaro che. Or de maro dikaro che. That or she is my daughter. E mari dikari che. Or de mari dikari che. That or it is my book. E marum pustak che. Or de marum pustak che. These are my sons. Amara mara dikara che. Amara dikara che. These are my daughters. Amari dikarioche. These are my books. Amaram pustakoche. These are my sons. Amara dikarache. Those are my daughters. Amari dikarioche. Those are my books. Amaram pustakoche. They are my sons. Deo mara dikarache. They are my daughters. Deo mari dikarioche. They are my books. E maram pustakoche. Okay, so is used rather than theo when a pronoun is used with a noun. So they are India would be te baratiche. The word barati referring to Indian. What's the origin of that? Is there actually a word that I should be aware of as a native English speaker that's actually a cognate to this? If you are Indian or South Asian or know anything about this, please let me know. Please let me know. Okay, can also be said as eloko baratiche. Okay, eloko, which means those people, is frequently used to refer to they. Similarly, tameloko means you, plural. I'm thinking of you. Oh, people in the Fiji thing. Okay. For those of you who are unaware, I'm also having another series where I'm learning Fiji Hindi, and very interestingly, given as that also has an Indo-Aryan base, there are a lot of features with Gujarati in common, but Gujarati promises to be the grammatically complicated version. Okay, in English, there are 3 articles, a, an, and the. In Gujarati, there is no custom of using such articles. Yes! This is horse, or this is a horse, will be translated in Gujarati the same way. Angoloche. This is ant, and this is an ant. Same thing. Akidiche. The sun and the moon will be translated as just sun and moon without the. So Surya and Chandra. A question, is this possibly because they were the name of gods at one point? Or maybe they continue to be the name of God somehow. That's my theory. Can you confirm this? Definitely let me know. Okay, reflections. Yeah. I'm just gonna hope to do something. Because I remember I began like Gujarati like last year, and this is like a language that I've literally always struggled with to a degree which is like almost unbelievable. And concerning Indo-European languages that are not Celtic, it's definitely been the hardest. And so that's why I do what I do. I embrace trouble, and I seek it in my life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and probably do something more productive. There will be a next episode, but until then, this is Jared, letting you know that there is creativity always to be pursued and to be chased. You might be the genius that will usher in a new era. It could be you. You never know. Have a good one, and see you next time.